Hello, welcome back to Control, where we ran through the phone call and I did a stupid last week, and it is far too hot. So I might be very, very, very sweaty, and my PC might even crash, because we all know that my PC doesn't like heat. Just getting reacquainted with the controls before we head in. I think that's good enough. Right, so Hotline Miami is not what we're playing. We're going to answer the telephone. There's a shelter here. There's stuff up there, but there's a shelter. There's stuff that we missed. There's a radio. Maybe there isn't stuff that we missed in here. Yeah, very sheltered toilet. They put the... That's actually pretty clever. Like, there's a little portable toilet and sink with loo rolls, and then they've put these up to defend your privacy from everyone in the room, to make a neat little corner to you know, they really thought about the set dressing, didn't they? There's a movie player. I mean, anyone over here can maybe peek over. We've knocked over the whiteboard, but that is really clever that they considered that. The floating people taking their bodies. Yes, you're taking their bodies. We read the thing the other week. What's this? A tape that maybe we didn't listen to?
America overnight.
America overnight. Wasn't there a door up here? Is that the door? That's probably the door. Okay, there's a door that leads into a big open room. And we've defeated everything that was in here before. So... was that ceiling just bleeding? Did you see that red spurt? Like, there's some sparks, but I'm sure I saw some ketchup or something come out the ceiling. Like, we've got to maybe fight everything again. Rip off a piece of the wall. They got rocket launchers. That might be a problem. Hi, rocket launcher guy. Where'd he go? I see him. It's not him. That's... I mean, that's the guy. I was trying to take the big red barrel. He's hiding behind there, isn't he? Hey, stop running. Control aim. You know, being up on the top floor certainly helped a little bit. Certainly helped a little bit. We're getting back into the swing of things. That's a rocket launcher guy. Okay, so we got a grenade guy. Where's anyone else? Is there a secret rocket launcher guy? There's extra guys! Well, at least he blows himself up, sort of. It didn't seem to kill him a lot. Heat-seeking missiles! I call shenanigans on that. Was there a way to heal? Famous last words. Blows self up with a fire extinguisher. Was there a way to heal? Well, we're certainly back in the swing of things, maybe not in control. Keep moving to avoid enemy fire. Maybe don't blow yourself up with an exploding fire extinguisher, and you might sustain less damage. Heat-seeking missile launchers, huh? Heat-seeking. I guess they're not going to get friendly fire because they're probably dead and cold, and bodies that they've taken over with parasites. But still... I swear, every time we go into a room that we've already defeated, they add an extra wave into it. Is that how the game works? I don't know. I don't know. Maybe, maybe. You die, it becomes harder because everything's harder. Because the rooms you've already defeated are now harder, because they were like, you did this easy last time. Let's just step it up a bit. I don't think they were dropping any health, but maybe there was some button I was meant to do that absorbs the health or something. I can't remember. It has only been a week, but they didn't seem to be dropping any health orbs or anything. And all of a sudden we were in trouble. Well, the advantage we had being on the top floor suddenly was not there. I mean, admittedly, I did jump down off the top floor, but they were throwing grenades and firing rocket launchers at us. I don't think there was much of an advantage to have up there, so, you know, it was better to be in the fray and actually able to hit them easier, I think. Could be wrong, because we did blow ourselves up with the fire extinguisher, but I feel like we would have done that from the top floor as well, with the railings and everything that were in the way of us launching them. Okay, I mean, this door goes straight in there. I'll just come in pre-armed. Maybe they won't spawn this time. I mean, they seem like they're already dead. They seem like they're... I had to say something, did you? Already handled! Hey. How dare you? Where even are you? Upstairs? Ah. I mean, that makes life a lot easier if it's already hitting him when I throw it. Doesn't it? House memories. Perfect. Hello. You were hidden. Yeah, that's the guy with the rocket launcher. Maybe deal with him. It seems to not quite be over. That sounds like grenades being thrown somewhere. Maybe it's just the scenery wonking into itself. There's the guy. Can't get away. Hotline chamber. That's certainly where a phone call would be taken. You were to ask me. That's not how you close doors. Well, the door did close. So we came in here before.
Alright, take this down. The situation in Cuba has been evaluated by the relevant authorities. The mysterious illness embassy in Havana was caused by weaponry in the hands of a foreign power. Numerous personnel.
Why do I feel like there's some sort of
Most are expected to make a full
sense the environment button that I'm missing and forgetting?
Can't blame it on the stupid noise gun. Thank God no local doctor
I can't seem to find it on any of the buttons that we're pressing, so
inside.
there's definitely some sort of noise as though there's an extra item there.
So much easier to...
Well, I mean, I'm sure the hostile enemy playing music is not gonna care that we've just moved on from that room. I'm sure everything will be fine. As you can see, fantastic aim. Okay, so there's a phone ringing. And we got to the end of here last time. We pulled this chain. It transformed the lights.
Have we been here before?
You had to pull it 3 times!
I
Oh my god.
Inside motels across the country.
Okay, that was
road,
weird.
on the run, under the radar. This feels like all of them, like something recognized from a dream.
Well, we didn't answer the phone in the end, did we? Right, so this is the special thing that was supposed to teleport us that they were talking about. We never answered the phone. So it wasn't meant to jump in. It's I was meant to pull that 3 times and be like, there's no way over there. And then it's like, I'm sure it said that probably in some of the stuff that we read, right? Right? I just didn't pay attention. Pull the ring like 3 times.
Hello? Anyone here?
Well, things are happening down here. I probably did open different doors that I was probably supposed to go look in. Because I think that they all did change.
The key has a black pyramid on it.
Black Pyramids Hotel. You know, we probably just found exactly the perfect door. Yep, that does change the doors. Radio, there's nothing else. So the next one, yeah, it just accidentally opens the correct one, I think. Just intuited it, you know, it was ring the bell 3 times because it was pull the chain 3 times. Right? And then there's a door back here with the black pyramid on it. And there's more light switches to pull. And then that shows us having a bridge over to the other side of the room. It isn't changing the environment so much in that one. That wasn't necessarily a lot. And it makes a bridge appear just because it's in the picture. And then we've got a Magneto room where he can't use any of his powers. Boom. EC. Hotline seashell is a transmitter bridge. Directors can call the board long distance. The astral plane challenge. Long distance travel? What are we doing here? Calling the boards. That looks... That's an enemy. Well... It absorbs things. As you might expect, it looks like the hotline will allow you to contact extra-dimensional entities. Contact them? Where's the telephone? Somebody answer the phone. Hello? Calling Mr. Entity. Falling off the map will allow you to fail. How do I contact it via the telephone? Is there a telephone somewhere? Unmapped area. They haven't explained how to telephone so much. Yeah, that still crunches it. Okay, so there's got to be a telephone somewhere. Okay, so the crunchy can't get over barriers like that. No, it will eventually crunch its way through a barrier. Okay. I guess we're looking for the hotline. Okay, so the cruncher will eventually chomp through barriers. Right, let's go answer the telephone and contact EC. The extra-dimensional... Well, he's an EE, I guess. Extra-dimensional entity. Dial director, you can contact us. Hotline collectibles menu. You expect compulsive weekly calls? What if I don't call? Am I talking on the phone?
It is a phone. It's an object of power. It doesn't connect to any typical network. A direct line to the astral plane and the board. And my hypothesis is, under the right conditions, to other planes of existence as well.
Answer the phone. Director.
A director needs a team. My
Okay,
management
Mr. Trench.
team. These people know the secrets of the Bureau as well as I do. Some even better. Darling, Tomasi, Salvador, Marshall. Marshall especially, my head of operations. She sees right through me.
I think we all can now. You're a ghost.
Lying on people. The only person you should fail is yourself. But things change when you become director.
We're directed out. Compulsive weekly calls. Well, that's our weekly call for the day.
I have it. The hotline. I can reach Trench. Well, listen to him. He feels more like an echo. An echo with important info.
Ordnance
Back to
information.
Emily.
Emily.
People react strongly when I tell them about you.
About
Is it
Emily?
too soon to tell Emily?
Oh, about
She might
him.
be able to help.
Good supplement. Case files. Hotline. Objects should be inaccessible for use. Anyone except the director. Object is a 1960 red Bakelite telephone. The rotary dial has been replaced with a black knob of unknown purpose. The phone weighs nothing. It allows the director to communicate with the other side. If anyone other than the director, the object will cause lethal brain aneurysm. The Dr. Darling presentation for information. The object is currently bound to Director Trench. The object spontaneously manifested in the director's office, placed on the desk. Director Northmore was the first known bureau to use it. Battery of tests were running against the object, including Batman and Robin, but its origin remains unknown. According to their testimony, the agents had been transported from the boot home to a roadside motel, namely the Ocean View Motel and Casino. Discovered a room key by performing a ritual, C file MO1. The key opened the door marked with an inverted black pyramid, which they only learned after a lengthy period of trial and error. After pulling another motel cord found inside the room, they were transported to the oldest house. The disappearances of the home's owner and the other locals of Butte have been attributed to the light switch cord. The Ocean View Motel is now known to have many doors and pathways. Since the occurrence, identical light switch cords to the one found in the Butte home have begun appearing throughout the oldest house. At the time of writing, 16 light cords have been found in the oldest house, located in the somewhere sectors and the other sectors. These all have access to the Ocean View Motel, though how exactly they link operates... This link operates a multi-dimensional portal, but initial hypothesis centering the Butte door as a dimensional pathway. Trans-dimensional pathway. Okay, we know about the hotline now. Okay, we've got a lot of things that we could talk. The coming storm. Coming storm sounds interesting.
Something's coming. The whispers growing louder. The worst winter storm in Bureau history. A retribution for my sins. Our sins. This threat could destroy the...
I guess we need to listen to these all eventually, because they didn't immediately give it to us, but they gave us a lot of them at once. But, you know, not showing us straight away.
I catch glimpses of it in the corner of my eye.
The coming storm is certainly here.
Out of reach. Elusive. It's clever.
Already here.
A perverse game of hide and seek. Is this part of an attack? Obfuscating the facts?
Redacting them?
Dimming my eyes? It's hard to tell.
He looks like he could be the sort of person who's the one that cooks.
From Darling, I fear for my friend, my closest ally. I think we made a terrible mistake all those years ago. That thing he studies is putting us all in danger.
Yeah, studying the thing is probably what caused this entire thing.
Keep the Bureau safe. It'll be difficult. What's done can't be undone. There's no easy fix. Magical thinking is a requirement for survival. Pain and suffering are mandatory.
We've had a lot of pain and suffering.
Things you have to break yourself. I don't know if I have the strength.
He did more than break himself, he shot himself.
I can see my hands trembling.
I guess we're already broken.
Losing control.
And I'm losing control. Okay, well that marked off all of them as though we've seen them, which is not ideal. Because we haven't. You know? And I don't want to sit through all of them in a row, you know? It should be you've watched one of them. This one that you have watched is now marked off because you watched that particular one. This passage wasn't open before, so I'm going to guess that this is the way we want to go. Obviously, everything seems to shift here. Not back through the mailroom, but we're going to the boardroom. Yep, we've got a nice path perfectly up there. We've kind of explored the whole building now, I guess. Maybe. There's bound to be places we haven't been. To all executive staff, I know there is some concern regarding our operations exceeding the annual budget. So long as we operate within the oldest house, we are obscured from scrutiny in many aspects. If our budget demands are not exhaustive to the point of drawing attention, then they will be granted by the US Treasury without question. The FBC is just another lie in another spreadsheet that some lowly accountant won't even notice. Their eyes will skip over us as if we weren't there. Because of the nature of the place, the nature of the oldest house allows us certain freedoms in how we operate. Our being here is no accident. Regard Zachariah Trench, Director of the Federal Bureau of Control. A very, very bright place. It's interesting that that photo doesn't update to something with us. But I guess there's a reason. Seek shelter. Always shelter. Right, so we don't need to necessarily keep exploring everywhere. We've unlocked a lot of things. Don't have a level 4 access yet. It wanted to tell me to look at the map. Executive boardroom. Yep, the way that we're going. You know, there's always rooms that we haven't been in. Undefined reading. Gotta loot everything. Right. Defined and undefined. Okay, we're getting some people. That noise was a checkpoint earlier. Technical limitations of the oldest house. The oldest house imposes certain limitations on our bureau, but by far the most restrictive is the inability to use certain technological instruments. The oldest house does not allow any devices to receive or emit any radios. Radio waves are the only... hello, Sarah Jennifer. Thank you for the follow. Very much appreciated. I don't know why I didn't hear that, so I apologize if I didn't notice. I guess I've broken my alerts today. But how are you? How's your day going? I appreciate the follow. Very, very, very much appreciated. Hopefully your day is going good. Hello, hello. Radio waves are the only transmissible signals in the oldest house, and even those are often unreliable. Well, the power of collective unconsciousness is taken into account. It could be that certain pieces of technology are too new in the cultural definition. I don't need anything made for my channel, but thank you for asking. I'm pretty good at the moment. I'm a small streamer and, you know, I've got everything that I need, but, you know, it's all good. From the oldest house to the newest house. That doesn't make sense. From the oldest house to somewhere. Them. Similarly, these items have not been known to become receptacles for altered status. Technology may be moving too fast-paced for the transformation to occur. Modern technology tends to disappear and break here, sometimes quite violently. Well, they make modern technology to break, don't they? FBC agents have been injured by cell phones exploding in their pockets whilst entering the oldest house. Well, don't have a cell phone. Because it'll explode in your pocket. That looks like some sort of particle accelerator, but pocket sized. Hopefully you have a good day. But what brings you here today? You having a good time? Is it the hot weather? It's too hot. Too hot right now. Far too hot. Radio. Damn it. Can't shoot the camera because we're in a friendly place. Copium, a friendly room. Yep. Definitely friendly. But loot. Still hidden loot, a house memory. And surely we've got all the house memories we need, right? I can't resist looking for loot. Don't necessarily need anything, but gotta look for all the loot. Okay, there's some very interesting noises occurring. Okay, let's go speak to Emily.
Jesse, did you get the hotline? I mean, how is it out there? The comms, the hiss? Sorry, you made it. I'm glad.
Yep, I got a telephone.
Let's talk.
Of course.
Let's talk.
I got the hotline. I can make out what Trench is saying now.
I needed a telephone to do that.
What did he say?
He talked about his management team. People who knew the Bureau's secrets. Your boss, Darling. Tomasi, but he's gone. He's gone. Salvador?
He's the head of security.
And Marshall?
Helen Marshall is head of operations. She's tough, ex-CIA. She took her rangers and went to the research sector to secure the HRA production. She hasn't come back.
Someone who could help us. The other sectors. How do I get there?
It's impossible because of the internal lockdown. You can perform a directorial override to lift it, but that can only be done in the maintenance sector. Normally, you take the sector elevator down there. It connects all the sectors, but it won't work while the lockdown is in effect.
Well, that's not
We already
smart.
got one lockdown. Maybe I can find a way.
I mean, I'm sure the walls will shift.
Look, with no prep, no training, in this extreme situation, you are doing phenomenally well. And all that and the hiss can't seem to affect you. I mean, I would love to run some tests on you. If you agree, that is. We could find out something that would help us.
Tests?
Well, they can't all be possessed.
I don't know. She might find out about you.
Isn't that the
I
point?
wouldn't mind understanding more myself. Okay. If you think it will help.
Great. I'll check the internal documentation for any lockdown bypasses. We need to get these sectors open to locate Darling and Marshall.
And I'll look for a way inside the maintenance sector. The sooner we find one, the sooner I reach this override.
Well, I guess it showed me the way. It looks like a swimming pool. Underneath the murky waters of a swimming pool. Just listening to the voices on the telephone that isn't plugged in. The janitor? The janitor knows the way? The janitor was creepy and let us in. Well, he wasn't creepy, but he let us in. Maybe he is creepy now. He wasn't possessed. He didn't have an anti-possession device. Does the janitor know too much? Well, the sector seems pretty open to me. More floating people. Maybe a big boss battle. There was a way that was full of red light. I'm gonna guess we want to go there. Upgrade dual abilities. I just want to make sure that she's not going to start talking before I do this. Okay, missions. Spectral overrides. I mean, we've completed some other missions. Collectibles. Board countermeasures. Sure, let's listen to the new things when it gives us them. We are at war, a hostile takeover. The Hiss is the opposing force, a foreign power. We will provide countermeasures, strategy, accept, ingest them at control points. These countermeasures missions will benefit you. We will give you resources, rewards for each completed countermeasure. Okay, so they'll give us special powers. Got it. But I need to go to the checkpoint. At the control point! Yes, because we're the control... Federal Bureau of Control.
Hi, Jesse.
Well, why did it have a red thing on you as though you had something new to say? She did look impressed. Her face was like, why did you even sit down?
Someone's singing. Where's it coming from?
I don't hear any singing. I hear the control point making that chime.
The Hiss are tampering with it somehow, agitating it, matching frequencies maybe.
You were talking to yourself after I left. Initial encounters with the entity known as the Hiss have revealed various behavioral impacts. Most notably, the Hiss is able to invade and corrupt control points, altered items, and even humans. They can corrupt control points. Great. Radically changing their behavior, curiously, and the altered items. Any person wearing one of the wearable HRA devices that Dr. Darling has been distributing over the past weeks was not affected by this corruption. The only known exception to this fact is the new director Jesse Faden, who possesses an inherent immunity to the Hiss. This could also indicate that she has already been corrupted, but her behaviour is so in contrast to that of the other Hiss that I have dismissed this theory. But she could have been invaded by something from another reality instead. Other than the Hiss, it's because we're on one team and the Hiss are on the other team. We've been invaded by the other team. And my final observation comes from Miss Faden herself. She is able to cleanse material of organisms of the Hiss corruption. We tested this ability on a Hiss corrupted entity, but unfortunately the process seems to kill the host. Perhaps the host physiology becomes reliant on this. More to work out. Refer to the file for the full report. So it is interesting that these reports are written, well, I guess she wrote it at the desk right now, probably. But, you know, they do seem to note and involve us as though they're written in the future. Lots to do. No person singing.
Singing. Sounds like it's coming from the elevator.
Brings up a lot of new questions. Are they communicating? Coordinating? What about the plant attracted them?
The power plant.
I do hear the singing now.
No use guessing the Hiss's motives if we don't even know what kind of energy it is.
What do you mean?
They use the energy of singing.
Fusion reactor. There's no other way to create that kind of energy output, right?
The power of song. Abilities. Okay, so we got extra health, extra energy, extra damage. I mean, why can't I do gun damage? Why can't I do extra gun damage? That uses 2 points to unlock. Launch grenades and rockets back at the enemies. That sounds very handy. Additional weapon slots. Let's go. Launch grenades and rockets back at the enemy. Right. Definitely a good idea. Launch basic enemies when the health is low. Also sounds pretty good. Hey. I mean, I'm going to go for the things that I really like. Astral constructs. Weapon forms and mods. Okay, so we can make the shatter gun. High stop and power, scatter shot, it's shotgun. New weapon form completed. No new weapon forms available. Oh, the memories creating obscured weapon mod. I guess it's a random. Okay, random personal mod and a random weapon mod. Upgrade. Threshold remnant. Interesting. I mean, I should hold off on making any of these, because if I upgrade it, it's just going to be better than commons, right? So we should hold off. Board countermeasure. Executive incursion his ranges. Okay, so countermeasures the board are taking. Kiss hill off. Yeah, kiss the hill. Kill the hiss rangers in the executive session using shatter. You may enjoy execute smile this measure. Smile not guaranteed. I can only take 3 at a time. Kill enemies with the service weapon in pierce modes. I don't know if we have pierce. You don't have any extra outfits. Right. Elevator. I don't know where the elevator is.
Questions could be answered by obtaining a live specimen.
Yeah, I don't think you want me to get a living specimen. Executive affairs? Ooh. There's something funky about this door. We've got clearance level 1. Examination of paranormal natural topics. Objects of power are unique in their capacity to grant certain individual paranatural abilities. We call these individuals para-utilitarians. The potency of these abilities depends on the para-utilitarian. Using the objects of power as an example, some para-utilitarians can achieve a throw distance of 10 meters, while others are only capable of as little as 1 centimeter. See Dr. Darling, he could not throw at all. I've got a welcome to the chat room message, so if there were any messages that I missed, I apologize, because Twitch loves to be buggy, and I keep getting this issue. Besides that, my internet is shit. So if I ever miss any people saying things in chat, I apologize. It's not my intention. It's my chat keeps going out. So I don't mean to, but there's probably messages that I've been missing. Because it's always the way. What exactly determines an individual's paranatural competence is unknown, but it is largely believed that some exceptional power exists within the body, and that's like all muscles, it can be exercised. To continue my analysis, I have officially requested access to the Northmore records, considering he is one of the most accomplished para-utilitarians the Bureau has ever seen. Dr. Darling is still considering the requests. Okay. So yeah, I more than likely miss a lot of messages all the time because it's like, welcome to the chat room. Your chat had been closed, but I don't know if everyone sees no chat like I do when that happens, or if I miss chat. Right, they're triangulating the distance of an atomic beam. Interesting. Any more hidden loot? There's something in the corner. House memory. I have no idea where the elevator is. Probably to the right. Okay, let's go. I mean, the elevator surely takes us to the next floor. That's not an elevator, but let's go look what's in this room whilst we're in here. Downstairs is probably the elevator. Perhaps. I mean, following the singing. That's not an elevator. There's a shelter here that they were in initially, but I don't think I ever looked in. There's a protection rating. I mean, they've all moved out of the thing now. Control points are locations in the Bureau as identified as being vital junctions of the Old South. When the appropriate harmonization devices are arranged in the control points in the correct arrangement, the surrounding area will not experience any unforeseen building shifts. These control points are discovered by the director of the FBC. Detection of an unobstructed ping using the natural ability within a 37-foot radius. Numerous researchers have attempted to find control points, calling them nerve junctures or gateways, or vulnerable spots of the Old South. The common factor in these theories is that control points are susceptible to external influence, which allows us to stabilize the Old South and work more confidently inside it. Theoretically, the technology could be exploited to stabilize the Old South as a whole, but testing has found that certain parts of the room refuse to be stabilized. Okay. Or controlled. I wonder if it ever gets unredacted. He shot himself. Is the singing... Well, there's a level 3 door. I don't have level 3! What is this room? Restricted area. Interesting. The jukebox! That's the worst SCP imaginable. Like, they have to contain it because that has the ability to shatter your cells on a micrological level. If the music that plays is dubstep, you just get disintegrated into some jelly form that vaporizes into a gas. After being jelly, you know, it jellifies you, then you turn into a gas, and then you are just gone. Because it has vibrated all of your cells out of reality. Service elevator. Or sector elevator.
Meet me in the maintenance.
Yeah, okay. Okay, Dracula.
The janitor is a friendly face.
With a Dracula voice. Friendly. Is Pony MP3 player? In the darkness. He's certainly looking a bit less friendly, isn't he? Certainly looking a little less friendly. But that jukebox is clearly an entity or an altered object. And needed its own special containment and things to stabilize around it to make sure that it did not affect anyone. But I guess they got it under control. Maybe we'll need it eventually. Maybe it has no meaning at all. The curious nature of the jukebox. We need to find a special music disc to place within it. Who's to say? All we do know is modern technology is not built to last, and therefore it falls apart in this building. Whereas in the old days, they were built to last, so they can become special and old. You know, it's the nature of the thing, isn't it? Because they're no longer built to last, they can't become special, timeless objects. They just break. They just break, and they're immune to altering, but maybe that's why they were made to be broken, and not just to make people spend more on profit. It breaks, you buy a new one. No repairing it, no...
Sector is the janitor
you know,
domain. If I can find Ahti here, he can help me reach the override. Maybe it was you who got me into the oldest house with the lockdown on. Maybe it was Ahti.
I can't tell what
It felt
form
like
of
he made the elevator appear that took me to Trench's office.
gun we have.
Is Ahti guiding me too?
I think Artie might be the Artie hero. I think he might be the bad guy, actually. He's on the other side. He's their representative. And he brought us in for the Eternal War. between the two sides. Nailed that jump. I heard 2. Maybe I'm mistaken. Hey. Bad guys! I don't have level 2 clearance. We've got level 4 and 1. Okay, sure. Okay, yep, that's a shotgun. It doesn't look like it when it's not, you know, being shot at something, but I guess that's shotgun form. Okay. So they've added to the map and everything has shifted again. Okay. All things are just different on this floor, but it's overlaying over the other parts of the building to make it make sense. But there's a lot of extra stuff here. Installation, janitor's office, the service elevator. It's interesting that that doesn't necessarily update the map when you look at that.
The directorial override is right there, in the control room.
Well, we shot the lamp out. That's a lot of bad guys. How do I get there? Probably through all of those paratroopers that are floating, waiting for us to kill them. But are definitely... I know it's bulletproof glass. Do me. Definitely not going to come alive. It's interesting because all the other floaty people were not... Well, I mean, there were some. Okay, interesting. I didn't even change the gun form. Excuse me. I hit him with a thing. There we go. I guess I didn't hit him hard enough with the thing. Get dead. I didn't kill them all. There's one more. Where'd he go? Okay, there's a rainbow shadow there. I guess he retreated into the control point, which we're gonna stabilize or cleanse. Yeah, because it does the same shape of the thing that talks to us when we cleanse it. So I really think it is the triangles that are, you know, one triangle we see, but multiple triangles can make the circly sort of thing that we see. Cleansed nicely. Okay, obviously locked. Watch your step! Can't find your office. It's probably shifted somewhere else. Don't worry. It's just on a completely different floor. Okay, here's all the people. Controller aim. Perfect. That reload is so slow. Well, it wasn't several of those hit here. There was someone up there. No running in the halls. Yep, that was definitely the person that I aimed you at. Yep. Any more? Ritual impulse. Big scary egg things. Look like something I should probably kill. Ah, we can mod the shatter as well, separately. Exclusive to shatter. Shatter recoil efficiency. More projectiles. Ammo cost per shot. I mean, I guess it's more efficient. More spread, more efficient. More bullets. That seems good. Then we don't have any more room for more personal things. That's it. Ritual Impulse. I guess that's a new upgradable thing. I'm hearing sparkling. As though there's something maybe I can grab and loot. There's a level 4 door down there. The janitor's office is that way. Not necessarily seen anything down there. What is in here? Fourth. The mushy spores that killed me several times. So I don't think I want to go in there. I think we've learnt our lesson about going into the mushy spores. They were never good for us. Died too many times to the mushy spores and it's a long loading screen. We do so good until we come through an area for a second time. Ritual Impulse. You know, it's going through it a second time that kills us. Ironically. There we go. So you can just break into the places. So there might be places that I've missed that I could have been in. That only I'd have smashed through the glass. Right? I don't necessarily care that much. But it is curious. Probably bad guys by the looks of it. There's the janitor. He's got an interesting Mario poster. As though it takes us to another realm. Oh, there's nothing ammo refund. Nothing to worry about with that. There's red lights flickering on them. Merry chase. It's a side mission. Well, cleanse the merry-go-round horse, object of power.
Ugh, this place makes me nauseous.
Okay.
An object of power.
All around the
How do you
merry-go-round,
think it got down here?
there lies a horse.
A
And
carousel
we
horse.
come to cleanse the
His head stuff
demon
always so
horse. Because it is. Because it is. Horse cleansed. E to evade. To evade. Horse choo-choo allows you to evade dash. Use it to prove yourself. Okay. I mean, it's nice to be getting new powers, and it was a side mission as well. Okay, so we've now got an air dash. Excuse me? Oh, it won't let me run jump. There we go. Goldman seems a bit bulletproof. I clicked dodge and it was like, nah. You're too good. What? We didn't get squished. Gold enemies are immune to jet attacks. Okay, noted. Old man is immune to bullets, and that's why bullets wouldn't work. Hello, Gold Man. How are you? I'll just come say hello up close and personal. Yep, he's definitely immune. Okay, so we need to dodge rockets. Or grenades. You've proved elusive! Horse choo-choo merry-go-round is yours. Okay, so now we've got a very, very handy power to dash through the air. But we're still in this weird realm. Still in the weird realm. That's a very, very bright light. And another hole in the floor. Enemies try to flush out using grenades. Use grenade indicator to move to a safe distance. Okay, so now we should stay alive a lot better. Dashing and dodging. To the ceiling. And an ability point. New ability and an ability point. A hidden location. But I wonder, it probably wouldn't have dropped us through the floor if we hadn't have gone and accepted the quest. Ooh, this opens this door. Wasn't open before. A TV show! Creepy. Auto clock set. Federal Bureau of Control has authorized this cartoon as... Okay. Creepy drawings.
Hey, man! What are you drawing? I'm drawing a dog!
I'm drawing the pyramid.
The pyramids!
What?
The one that speaks to us. The UFO!
What's a pyramid?
It's upside down.
Black pyramid. It's in the astral plane.
Airplane?
Astral plane. It's big, white, and empty. Or is it?
Or is it? It's full of a lot of
It's
white.
a weird, crazy alien dimension. The white goes on forever.
And the white is the power, the people.
All that
It is the entities.
and never find your way back home.
A tree. But we found our way back.
Home.
That whole school dial-up modem. Okay. Interesting, interesting. Creepy kid, the creepy kid. He got some threshold memorance. Kill the Hiss Rangers. Go to Central Executive to collect your reward. Okay. And he the janitor. Collectibles, case files, merry-go-round horse. Objects should be kept confined, spaced when unbound. Fiberglass horse, once used to seat a merry-go-round inside. The pole is still connected to the object. The object is capable of moving short distance high speeds. This can be quite dangerous when standing in its path. The object is currently bound by the director, me. The object was discovered at site of an abandoned museum park. Local utilitarians reported that the rides would move off on their own. They would be chased out. When the rumors reached the Bureau, it's the America Overnight, episode 235, agents were dispatched to investigate. 3 local agents were found dead at the scene. The object attacked Agent Sykes by rushing into him at high speeds. Agents invoked Formula C5 to stabilize the object long enough to utilize its powers. It said we don't seem to be actually riding it when we dash. That would be hilarious. Imagine if when I use the dash power, she just sits on the merry-go-round horse and dashes forward on it. A lot to animate, but it would be hilarious. Threshold kids the astral plane. I guess it marks it off them when we hovered over them. Okay. Because like she just dashes through the air, but imagine if she was riding the horse when she did that. That would be really clever. Maybe their initial plan was to do that, but too much effort